Good morning, students, and welcome back for the political video class. We already started with the 7th unit, that is contemporary political points. And previous video we seen about first point, that is liberalization, which is very important. So today, before starting video and today's topic, I would like to tell you one short incident, which is a fact. Even I seen it. तो एक बार क्या होता है, एक किसान जिसकी जमीन बहुत ही बंजर थी और उस बंजर जमीन में उसने अदरक के बीज डाल दिए। तो अदरक के बीज डालने के बाद यानी जिंजर, तो अदरक डाल दिया और कुछ दिन बाद ठीक से उसकी उपज नहीं हुई, तो उसने लगभग कर्जा निकाल के, वो पहले से ही कर्जदार था, उसके पास बीज बोने के लिए भी पैसे नहीं थे, फिर भी जाकर उसने एक व्यापारी से पैसा लेकर कर्ज के पैसा निकालकर उसने वो अदरक के बीज लाए, अदरक के बीज बोए और कुछ दिनों बाद देखा, पानी छोड़ा, खाद डाल दिया था, लेकिन फिर भी कुछ भी फायदा नहीं हुआ और वो जमीन बंजर की बंजर ही रहेगी। एक काफी अदरक नहीं निकला वहां से, पता नहीं क्या हुआ था। तो उसने सदमे में आकर या फिर गुस्से में आकर वो जमीन दूसरे एक किसान को बेच दी। शायद आप मान लो उसकी मेहनत कम तो नहीं या फिर उसका बाट लगता, लेकिन जब दूसरे इंसान ने वो खेती ले ली, उसने पूरा 2 लाख रुपए वो खेती खरीदी कर ली, उसको खरीदा। लेकिन उस व्यक्ति का लक इतना था कि लक तो हो या फिर उसकी काम करने की जिद, उसने थोड़े दिन देखा, खाद उसने बताया था कि मैंने इसमें अदरक डाला था लेकिन ठीक से आया नहीं, तुम ही देख लो, इसका जो भी करना है तुम ही देख लो, तुम ही जो भी करना है कर लो। तो उसने 2 लाख रुपए में वो सारी खेती अपनी बेच दी, उसमें जो अदरक का धान था वो भी उसने बेच दिया, तो उसके ज्यादा कुछ पैसे नहीं लिए। लेकिन जो नया आदमी था जिसने वो खेती खरीदी थी, उसने थोड़ा सा मुआवजा किया, थोड़ा सा देखा, थोड़ा सा ऑब्जर्वेशन किया, तो उसने देखा कि उसमें से छोटे छोटे अंकुर निकल रहे थे अदरक में से। तो उसने फिर से थोड़ा खाद दिया, पानी डाला और कुछ दिन बाद देखता है तो उसकी पूरी फसल की फसल उगकर आई। वो फसल उसने कटाई की और जाकर मार्केट में बेचा, तो उसका लगभग 10 लाख का मुनाफा हुआ एक ही बार में, क्योंकि उस समय अदरक की कीमत बहुत थी मार्केट में। जो खेती उसने 2 लाख में ली थी और उस जमीन के टुकड़े में 10 लाख रुपए का अदरक, उस अदरक की उपज इतनी हुई कि उसका पूरा पैसा 5 गुना हो गया, जितना पैसा उसने उस जमीन के लिए दिया था। सो इंटेंशन ये मेरा है कि जो जमीन उस व्यक्ति ने उसमें न ठीक से खाद डाल सका, न पानी दे सका, न ठीक से उस खेत में उसने एक फसल ली, वो व्यक्ति जो कर्ज से तंग आकर उसने दूसरे को बेची और दूसरा व्यक्ति उसने अच्छा खासा पैसा डाला, पानी दिया, खाद डाला और ठीक से फसल को जो समय पे था वो उसने किया और तब जाकर उसका मुनाफा एक ही समय में पूरा निकल गया। उसने जो इन्वेस्टमेंट की थी उस खेती में, वो पूरा इन्वेस्टमेंट 5 गुना हो गया, 5 गुना उसको मुनाफा मिल गया। तो ये बताने का मेरा मतलब यही था कि टॉपिक थोड़ा सा अपने टॉपिक से भी रिलेटेड है, और कैसा रिलेटेड मैं अभी बताऊंगा। आज का अपना टॉपिक है प्राइवेटाइजेशन। So what is privatization? I will tell you, and then I will explain how that word or that incident is related with our today's topic. So privatization is nothing but transferring of ownership of business, enterprise, meaning agency, public service or public property to private प्रॉपर्टी टू प्राइवेट। हाँ, बस डिफरेंस यहाँ पे क्या है, ये पब्लिक का प्राइवेट में हो जाता है। यहाँ पे एक किसान ने दूसरे किसान को बेचा। क्यों बेचा? क्योंकि वो खुद नहीं कर पा रहा था, वो न ठीक से खाद डाल सका, न ठीक से पानी दिया, न उसके पास उतना पैसा था कि वो सब कुछ काम ठीक से करे। लेकिन दूसरे व्यक्ति के पास पैसा था, समय था, उसने सब कुछ सही टाइम पे किया। इट हैपेंस इन द सेम प्राइवेटाइजेशन। When privatization is done, when government is unable to run its function, run that organization, that time government will pass that ownership of business or any enterprise or agency of public service or public property to private। जब एकाध सरकार कोई भी एक संस्था या फिर एक एजेंसी या कोई भी सर्विस सेक्टर ठीक से नहीं चला सकते, मान लो जैसे ट्रांसपोर्ट हो, कम्युनिकेशन हो, ओके, या फिर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी हो, या फिर वाटर सप्लाई का हो, तो जो भी एजेंसी है, ये जो भी डिपार्टमेंट्स है, अगर गवर्नमेंट इनको ठीक से रन नहीं कर सकती, उनमें जान नहीं डाल सकती, ठीक से पैसा नहीं डाल सकती, तब जाकर गवर्नमेंट सोचती है कि ये डिपार्टमेंट खुद न चलाने की बजाय किसी एक प्राइवेट कंपनी को दिया जाए या फिर एक व्यक्ति को दिया जाए, तो वो सारे ओनरशिप उस अकेले व्यक्ति को दिए जाते हैं और वो अकेला व्यक्ति इस पूरी इंस्टीट्यूशन, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन या फिर उस बिजनेस को चला सकता है। सो दैट इज कॉल्ड एज प्राइवेटाइजेशन। व्हेन गवर्नमेंट फंड्स unable to run any one of department, then it will transfer power, ownership of that to one of a private company or private organization. So that is called as a privatization. Now what exactly is privatization, and further we can see here. Now we can see here what are the students, you can just recall that there are the three sectors: income sectors as well as employment sector. So primary sector, that is agriculture; secondary sector, industries; and third is the which is called as a tertiary sector, which is considered as a service sector. Primary agriculture, industrial area secondary, and tertiary is the service sector. So these are the income sectors as well as employment sectors. So when government is thinking that, mostly the second one, industrial sector. So there are the different kinds of industries will be there, which are private and public also. So like BHEL, BHEL. So that is which runs by the government, Indian government. Okay. Then HMT, Hindustan Machines Limited. That kind of number of the industries which are going to be run by on the basis of public, and when government feel difficulty run this kind of industries, then they will pass that ownership to the private one. And first the revolution was done in the industrial area, and then that was spread to everywhere. This privatization, the resolution of privatization started in the 1980 and spread it to the many parts of the areas and other sectors. So India also has become the victim of that. In number of countries, this privatization was started. Even India also became the part of it. And in India, undertaking programs, public efficiency of to improve the efficiency of public sector's undertaking, which is called as a PSU. PSU, to improve the public sector undertaking, to improve the efficiency of public sector undertaking, privatization has done, ownership was given to public to private. For example, in Karnataka, electricity. Now what we are getting this electricity, it was earlier provided by the Karnataka government, but Karnataka government has made it privatization, and now this electricity is provided to everyone of Karnataka, every citizen of Karnataka, that will be provided by the HESCOM. HESCOM, which is a company which provides at present electricity to all Karnataka. So that is one of the fruit of this privatization. So what are the importance? What is the importance of this privatization? Why it has to be done? Or what are the reasons behind that? What positive point we can say that? So let's see here importance. So first one is performance. So what gets different when the ownership is given from public to private? तो पब्लिक में देख सकते हैं या फिर गवर्नमेंट ऑफिस में जाकर देख सकते हो कि एक टेबल से दूसरे टेबल, दूसरे टेबल से तीसरे टेबल, अनेक जगहों पर आपको आपकी समस्या लेकर घूमना पड़ता है, यहाँ तक कि उनको पैसा भी देना पड़ता है सरकारी दफ्तर होकर भी। सो वहाँ पे बहुत डिले किया जाता है हर एक काम के लिए, और एफिशिएंटली काम भी करते हैं ये लोग। और चाहे जिसने भी काम बिगाड़ा हो, तो मैंने नहीं बिगाड़ा, उसने बिगाड़ा इसलिए मेरा काम बिगड़ गया, वो लेट है इसलिए मेरा काम लेट हो गया, कोई जिम्मेदारी नहीं लेता। There will be a lack of efficiency in the public sector, but as it goes to the private sector, there will be a number of things where every person is going to work too hard because of the competitive. Service will be provided within a short time. Service oriented. Because there will be a number of competitors, so they have to provide service very well, and that's why in the private sector, these people will be remain very efficient, very active one. Now, the private companies can give good salary and different kinds of rewards also. Good salaries to the employees. Two things. Employee. That's why these all the employees work very hard, sincerely, and they perform well. Their performance will be built. Even number of the packages will be given to them. Number of gifts will be there. Even there will be a different kinds of activity. Postings will be there. So for the postings, good salary and number of the greediness will be here. So for that all, employees in the private sector work together, work very voluntarily, sincerely also. At least to get the money. So these employees in return they work better and show their performance. Good performance, good output they will give. Okay, so the performance remains very best in the private sector. Second one, efficiency. Without any laziness, these people are going to work and they give good output. The results will be very good. The performance will be very good with the efficiency. You can see that the private companies have greater duties to produce more goods for the utmost satisfaction of the customer, whatever the goods have been produced, that goods will fulfill all the needs of the customers. Customers get happy, consumers feel himself happy by using that goods and services. So the good output and good results they will give, and that makes consumer happy. Think it is one of the best mobile this. Now earlier, by the electricity or any problem occurs in your home, you are not getting the proper light, current is not there. So the electrician used to come very late. You have to go number of times to the electricity office, and after going 4-5 times, then once that person will come. But here, as you go and complain, within 24 hours, within 48 hours, that private company's electrician will be at your door. He may charges, but you will get the satisfaction for his efficiency by his work. Because at present, money doesn't matter, but time matters. आप थोड़े बहुत ज़्यादा पैसे देने के लिए भी तैयार हो जाते हो, लेकिन कब जब वो व्यक्ति आकर समय में आकर आपका काम पूरा करके जाएगा. And that's why that efficiency, hardworkness you will find in the privatization. Okay, that is second. Third, innovative ideas. Always customer needs something different, something new. क्योंकि वही चीज देखकर वो भी बोर हो जाता है या फिर just feel laziness. So if we get something new, something innovative, something different than others, something better than the previous, so that makes consumer very happy. And different style, specialization. Previously I told in this video about the mobiles, gathering mobiles, selfie mobiles, then battery backup mobiles, even some mobiles have special projectors, mobiles especially for businessmen. Okay, so that kind of specialization which will be the fruit of innovative ideas. Earlier mobile was only used for the calling. But now it has a multi-purpose use. It is used for gaming, it is used for internet browsing, it is used for data storage also nowadays. जहाँ पे पहले कंप्यूटर की रैम आती थी 128 GB, आज के ज़माने में मोबाइल की रैम आ रही है 128 256 GB तक. So that makes a difference, that gives the innovative ideas. Nowadays, you can have conferences through the mobiles itself. You can have a projector in your mobile. You can have as like whole world in your mobile because of new ideas, new innovations that fulfills the demands made by the people. The new technology which is going to be used, and that is global level technology which is going to be used here. Specialized, innovative, technological advancement, so these are the things you can see here. Even earlier the mobile which carries very few songs. Nowadays, full movies and movies, number of movies you can download in the mobiles. Earlier it was 2G, 3G. Now there are the 10th generations mobile are there. So always innovative ideas. Technology goes on changing, gets advancement. So every time consumer needs which is a different, which is a new thing. Okay. So this is about the innovative ideas. Fourth one, goods. The main goal of a producer that to earn money, and second one, satisfaction of the consumer. Okay, so when consumer gets satisfaction, when he gets as per his need, when his needs, desires are fulfilled, when customers are happy, a person is happy, definitely then that the person will become, or the producer will be get a good balance in the market. So the private companies have their specific goals and strive to achieve the endeavor. It shows their consistency to reach the goal and make their own standards. So always the private companies think about the goals. They will set goal and try to achieve it. As they achieve, they will think, or they will maintain to that standard. Maintain standard. Because maintaining, achieving is great. Setting goal and trying to achieve the goal, it is okay. Easily it can be achieved, but you have to maintain the same standard. जैसे मार्केट में अनेक से आप लोग देखे होंगे कि पिछले ज़माने में या फिर एक 10-15 साल पहले अनेक सी कंपनियां थी, जैसे मोबाइल में नोकिया था, गाड़ी में स्कूटर थी, या फिर बजाज, और वॉच में HMT थी। लेकिन क्या इस ज़माने में आप इन सारे कंपनीज को देख सकते हो? नहीं। क्यों? उन्होंने अपने आप को अपग्रेड नहीं किया। They can't maintain the standard. They achieve the goals, everything, but they get failure to maintain the standards. Even they were unable, they were failed in the innovative ideas. They just gave what they had. जो पुराना चल रहा था उसी को ही उन्होंने आगे चलाया, नया कुछ किया नहीं, इसलिए वो मार्केट से बाहर चले गए. So that is very important to maintain your standard, even upgrade yourself for the next generation. So that makes very important. Next one is about capital. Capital is nothing but the money. Two types of capital comes. One is in the form of money, even it is a human capital also. So here you can see that private concerns many at times raise the funds and invest in the financial market. Capital, finance. To run your main business, there are the 4 pillars of the business. Among that 4 pillars, this capital is much important for each and everything. If you purchase more, if you want to purchase land, you need money. If you want to purchase machines, you need money. If you want to purchase raw material, you need money. To pay the salary of people, employees, you need money. Capital is very important. Money matters a lot, and that can be utilized very effectively. And this money, these funds are going to be and invest in the financial markets and promote the faster growth and stability, stabilize the financial position of the country, of your company. So money, that financially, if you build yourself strong, then you will get stabilized in the market. Stability gives faster growth and stability. Capital gives faster growth and stability. To continue. So the money is very important. Get the first growth and to stabilize in the market. Your company gets stabilized with the help of money, because financial backup is too important for every need. We need a money. Okay. And 6 point is monopoly. Monopoly means one of our organization or one of the person who has the authority over the area. जैसे कि एक ही व्यक्ति वो चीज बेच सकता है, जैसे हम कहते हैं कि अथॉरिटी होती है, फिर इन दिस एरिया जैसे एक गली का दादा होता है, जैसे जानवरों में लड़ाई झगड़े होते हैं वो एरिया पे लेकर, तो उस एरिया में एक ही व्यक्ति रह सकता है, एक ही जानवर रह सकता है, दूसरा है तो दोनों में लड़ाई झगड़ा होंगे. एज लाइक सेम हियर, monopoly as a result of that privatization, monopoly has become the common, not only public sector but also in private sector. Just one company, one organization or one person who have the all authority. The whole money power is going to be concentrated in a single hand. One man army as like, जैसे हुकुमशाह होता है जिसका शासन पूरे उस जगह पे चलता है, उस राज्य पे चलता है. As like saying monopoly means one organization, one institution or one person has the all authority. Authority is concentrated. In one's hand. But maybe organization, one company, and this is mostly found in a private sector. जैसे पहले के जमाने में लोग कहा करते थे ये कपड़े धोने का सोडा, as like washing powder, only one name was there, that was Nirma. तो जब भी हम छोटे थे तो जाके बताते निर्मा 1 kg दे दो, आधा kg दे दो. निर्मा यानी बस कपड़े धोने का पाउडर यानी निर्मा, यही हमें पता था. मोनोपोली बिस्किट पार्ले जी था. लेकिन आज नंबर ऑफ द थिंग्स यू हैव, नंबर ऑफ वॉशिंग पाउडर्स यू हैव, नंबर ऑफ बिस्किट्स यू हैव. सो अर्लियर इट वाज मोनोपोली, बट इवन नाउडेज आल्सो बिकॉज ऑफ प्राइवेटाइजेशन देयर इज अ मोनोपोली. This all the authority has been concentrated in just one hand. Okay, so this is enough for today's video. In next video we'll see about the privatization, its political implication. Thank you, students.